Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is Justin Wynn, and today I'm going to share with you a stock that I've been buying this past week because I believe it has great growth potential. Before we begin, if you haven't already used Webull, you might as well start now because they're offering 4 free stocks when you deposit $100 and use my link down below. And if you don't like it, you can just take all your money out and use a different brokerage. Alright, so the stock that I've been buying this past week is Unity Technologies. Ticker symbol U. It is currently trading at $121.85. This company IPO'd back in 2020 and it grew over 150% in just 3 months. Recently, the stock has been selling off and has fallen 30% from its all-time highs. And so I picked up a few shares to start my position. I bought 10 shares with a cost basis of $123.95. I actually hope this company shows more weakness and gets beaten down so that I can begin to even pick up more shares and build out a full position. So let's get into what Unity Technology has to offer and why I'm personally buying it. This company specializes in real-time 3D technology and it's meant for artists, designers, and developers. Their software platform creates 2D, 3D, AR, and VR projects. Chances are, you've probably been exposed to something that was built with Unity Technology software. For example, Pokemon Go, Temple Run, and the most recent hit, Among Us, was built with their software. Unity is the leading game developer for mobile games. Over half of all mobile games are built with their software, and some reports would say an upwards of 60% of them are. Unity Technology goes beyond just mobile gaming. When it comes to video game consoles, their CEO says that they have pretty much half of all games, period. And according to their CFO, 71% of the top 1,000 games were built with Unity. Okay, I just want to stop right there. For a company to have over 50% of the market share within their industry is extremely rare. Honestly, this is getting close to monopoly status. Let me compare it with another company just to give you a reference how crazy this type of market share is. For example, think of Apple. It seems like most people who have a smartphone have an iPhone. It has become weird to text someone and then a green bubble shows up. If I just had to guess in my mind how much market share that Apple has in regards to the smartphone business, my guess would be around 75%. But according to the stats, Apple only has 40% of the market share when it comes to smartphones. So the numbers that Unity are putting up when it comes to market share are absolute beast. And the numbers get even crazier when we look at this company's influence in the augmented reality and virtual reality space. As of right now, 60 to 70% of everything AR and VR has been built with Unity software. This company is the leading player in game development and AR VR. Both of these industries are growing rapidly. Look at these numbers. The video game market is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 12.9% until the year 2027. And the AR and VR market is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of an insane 42.9% until the year 2030. So because these two industries are expanding exponentially, Unity Technologies is set up for insane growth over the next 5 to 10 years. If all I knew was that this company was the primary player in those two industries and they were hitting those crazy numbers for market share, that would have been enough for me to like it. But no, this company has to infiltrate even other industries. Unity also has exposure to the film and music industries. In 2019, Unity software was used by Disney to create The Lion King. And in that same year, the artist Childish Gambino used Unity software to create an app called Pharos AR that he debuted at the famous music festival Coachella. For the people who attended that music festival, they were able to download the app and have an immersive music experience at his concert. So we have this company being used in the film industry, the music industry, and that's not enough. It's even in the car industry. BMW has been using Unity Technology software to test out their autonomous driving technology. One of the requirements was that they needed to log 150 million virtual miles. So they used Unity Technology software to create a virtual world to be able to test their vehicles. Like, this is crazy. This company's software is so versatile and has permeated into so many different industries. This company has a great product. For me, this is a long-term play. There may be a lot of volatility in the short term, but that's okay because I'm in it for the long haul. I've been watching this stock for a while and it's been so bullish. It's constantly been going up and I couldn't justify buying it at those insane valuations. The stock peaked out at about $175. And it's not that I can't see the stock hitting those prices, it's just a little early. So when it comes to growth stocks like this company, it's pretty hard to evaluate it because you can't look at the numbers like you would a company like Johnson & Johnson. Buying into companies like this doesn't make sense if you're using the traditional methods to value a company. But because this is a growth stock, you're betting on the future success and you're buying into the future of this company. So let's look at the numbers to see how it's actually been performing. So in its last earnings report, Unity Technologies reported an increase in revenue by 39%. However, Unity's quarterly loss from operations was $80.8 million, which was 30% of their revenue. Last year, it was $48.6 million, which was 31% of their revenue. And because of that increase in loss, investors were spooked, and that's what caused this sell-off. So on paper, it looks pretty bad that they increased in their operation costs and it ate up 30% of their revenue. Seeing those type of numbers can scare off investors who are looking at this company in the short term. There's a reason why their operation costs increased and that it was more expensive than last year. They've been spending a lot of money on research and development, as well as spending a lot of money to capture more market share. This reminds me a lot of Amazon a year and a half ago when they spent a lot of money to develop the infrastructure of one-day shipping. In order to do that, it cost a lot of money. And so when they reported their earnings that quarter, it wasn't as high as people expected, and the stock sold off by 20 to 25%. Amazon was trading at around $2,000 and it sold off to around $1,600, and that was a great buying opportunity. So for everyone who bought it during that time, they easily doubled their money in just a year and a half because now Amazon is well over $3,000. This happens pretty often in the stock market when a great company increases their spending to develop something that will expand their growth. Investors who look at the short term don't like seeing those numbers because they, generally speaking, don't always understand what the company is doing. I'm not shocked that this company is spending more money to position itself for the future. And in the same way, the people who are buying this company now, while it's preparing for growth, are going to be well rewarded. The CFO of the company just shared last week that their business strategy as of right now is to focus more on market share over profit. It's important to know that as of right now, the company is not profitable, but that doesn't mean it won't be extremely profitable in the future. Unity plans on becoming profitable in the year 2023. And once this company starts making money, I think it's gonna get more coverage, which is gonna bring in more interested investors. And so the reason why I wanna get into this company right now is because I wanna get into it before the general public starts taking notice that this is actually a great profitable company. Where Unity is at right now reminds me a lot of Tesla a couple years ago. Tesla for many years was not profitable, but they were spending a ton of money on innovation and growth. So if you look at Tesla's 5-year chart, they were trading sideways for a very long time. But when they started reporting positive earnings, investors started to flood in, and the company saw parabolic growth. In my opinion, in 2023, Unity stock is gonna see insane growth when it starts reporting profitable quarters. This is a stock that's gonna reward those who are patient because it is a long-term play. And real quick, if you're getting value out of this video, hit that thumbs up. It really helps the YouTube algorithm and helps us grow our channel. So we've looked at some important things about this company so far, like their product, the industries that they're involved in, the market share that they have within those industries, and when they see profitability. However, there are other things about this company that makes me really like it. The next thing that I look at is the organization itself, the leadership team, and its employees. The CEO of this company is John Riccitielli. I think he is a great person for this company because he has a background within this industry. He was the former CEO of Electronic Arts. You may know it as EA. EA was the second largest company in video game development in regards to market share and revenue, and he was the CEO for around 13 years. He was also the CEO of Sara Lee and Wilson Sporting Goods. When I look at his past performance with the companies that he worked at prior, he was a great CEO because he had vision, direction, and execution. The CFO of the company is Kim Jabal, and she is the former financial executive at Google. So needless to say, I have a lot of faith in the leadership team because they have past leadership experience in some of the most successful companies in their industry. Because of their expertise, I believe that they're going to be able to scale Unity to become so profitable. Another component to consider that contributes to a company's overall success is the employees. According to Glassdoor, out of the 527 reviews, 88% of people would recommend working there to a friend. And this next thing that I saw, it's pretty interesting. Under the pros and cons section, it is listed under the cons that high growth can mean growing pains. It's insane that the most recurring phrase that was used under the cons section is high growth. When I look at this company from all sorts of different angles, I keep getting the same theme, and that is high growth. And the last thing that I want to share about this company is its expansion. Currently, they're hiring like crazy. They have 400 open positions across 36 locations in 11 different departments. They're hiring all across the world, from Austin, Texas to Beijing to Berlin, Calgary, Copenhagen, Edinburgh, India, London, Los Angeles, Montreal, Paris, San Francisco, Shanghai, Singapore, Southampton, Stockholm, Tel Aviv, Tokyo, Vancouver, everywhere. That's something that I like to see when I evaluate a company, that it's growing rapidly and it's hiring like crazy. This company has a lot of good things going on, and it's a good indicator for me that this is a company that I want to invest in. They have a great product that is so versatile. They have customer satisfaction for the people who are using their products. They're the primary player within so many of these important and growing industries. The market share that they have is absolutely insane. They have a gifted and talented leadership team, employee satisfaction, and a lot of expansion. So here's my plan moving forward of how I'm going to be buying into this company. So if Unity continues to show weakness and the stock price keeps falling, I'm going to continue adding. If it goes down to 115, I'm going to add 5 more shares. If it goes down to 105, I'm going to add 5 more shares. If it goes under 100, I may double out my position. It would be pretty nice to see this stock go under 100. I'm just not sure that it'll get there. I think it'll create a base and resistance at around $105, and it'll have a breakout. Honestly, I would like to see this stock get beaten down so I can add more shares. I think if Unity went down to around $100 a share, a lot of big investors would start buying it up. One of the largest funds has already been buying the dip. ARK Invest bought 419,000 shares of Unity on February 8th, and it costed more than $50 million. And just a reminder, this company is a long-term play, and it will reward those who are patient. So there you have it. This is the growth stock that I've been buying and really believe in. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with the future content that we're going to release every single week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.